I'm trying to think how we're going to do this. I know. I have to tell that story here. This is the first... Okay, hold on. Okay. This the first time I... Take my shirt off? Yeah, stop it. Jesus Christ. The first time I ever told this story on radio was on Randy's show on DVE. But you know what's so odd? It happened like 15 years ago, so it's like a weird... Alright, when I was 22, I got involved with the Russian Mafia. Here's how it happened. I was taking Russian classes at Florida State on accident. I thought they were Spanish. Until they put up a new alphabet, and I was like, when did Spanish get a new alphabet? And some kid was like, this isn't Spanish, buddy. This is Russian. And I was like, then hasta luego, bitch. So I got to leave. The teacher stopped me. She goes, listen, hold on. Don't go anywhere. I need 14 kids to teach this class. So, if you stay in this class, I'll give you a seat. I was like, Strasbourgia, bitches, I'm back. So I took Russian 1, 2, 3, and 4. Never learned a fucking word. Got to Russian 4 and they're like, hey, do you want to finish up your minor? And I was like, hold on, I'm getting a fucking minor? And they're like, yeah, if you go on this trip to Russia with us. And I was like, hold on, let's pack our bags, bitches. So we went to Russia. This is 1995. This is when the mob ran everything. When they told us that our very first night, they were like, listen, the mob runs the entire place. So what we've done to ensure our safety is we've paid them off. We've given them money to give us 2 young gangsters. They called them banditi. They said these guys are going to live with us, they're going to travel with us, they're going to do everything with us to make sure we're safe. But they are in the mafia. You don't talk to them. You don't look at them. You don't make eye contact. If they try to talk to you, you're like, and all I'm hearing the whole time is, let's get to know these motherfuckers. So my very first night, I grabbed a fucking 6-pack of beer and a bottle of vodka, and I walk up to the door and I had a sentence plan. This is what I was going to say. Здравствуйте, меня зовут Bert. Очень приятно. Я работаю кошка. Which means, hey, my name's Bert. It's very nice to meet you. I work pussy. It really means I work with cats, but I figured they'd get it when I started. Either that or they'd be like, don't let him around your cat. It doesn't matter, because the second the door opens, and I am face to face with a real Russian gangster, with like the greasy hair and the white beater and the tattoos, with the track pants, and he's got a cigarette, and he just looks at me, little frat boy from Florida State, and he goes, "Sto!" I panicked. And everything I had planned on saying flooded my head. And all I said to him in Russian in his doorway was, I am the machine. He started laughing. He goes, what the fuck did you just say? And then I just go, I'm the machine! And he's like, you tell my friends. Brings me in a room full of 9 Russian gangsters sitting around smoking cigarettes. He goes, tell them what you just said. And I'm like, and they all look at me. I'm like, I'm the machine! They look at each other and they're like, fuck it, he's the machine! So we drank beers all night long. I didn't speak any Russian, so all the time, every now and then I just jump and I go, I'm the machine. And then they go, he's the machine! Now, here's something that I did not tell on the show that I need to tell you, so I need to preface why I became such good friends with them. They had never seen any of the movies we just take for granted. Okay? They had never seen any of them. So you could steal from any movie and look like a fucking genius. That guy and this guy's amazing. One night we're playing pool, right? We're running a pool hall scam, and I'm good at pool. And so as I take shots, I start doing that Tom Cruise Color of Money shit. That and they're like, who the fuck is this guy? And my buddy Igor are like, he's a machine. So one day, Igor pulls me aside because we have a trip planned to Moscow, and he goes, I can't go on trip. I said, why not? He goes, different mob for train, different mob for Moscow. I said, what's going to happen? He goes, don't worry, I tell them about you. You'll be fine. Sure enough, we get to the train, my whole class, and he pulls me aside and introduces us to our 2 new gangsters, Igor and Igor. I swear to God, those were their names. And he says to me, he goes, guys, this is the machine. If you give the machine vodka, you'll have a great time. Big Igor looks like a kid in the candy shop. He's like, oh, I can't wait to play with the machine. And then he grabs me and goes, the machine does not sit in coach. The machine sits in first class with us. And I'm like, this is what I'm fucking talking about. We roll into our first class cabin and it is pimped out. There is booze everywhere, food, and here's the real gangster part. Everyone that works on the train, as soon as the train takes off, comes in to pay their respects. That's right. And the fuck, I swear to you right now, all my children. The conductor walked in. The train is fucking moving. The conductor walks in, rips off the lapel of his shirt, hands it to me and goes, this is a present for the machine. It would be an honor to do a shot of vodka with the machine. And I'm thinking, oh fuck, these machine stories might have gotten out of control. We drink all the booze within an hour, and Big Igor goes, fuck it, we go to the bar cart to get more vodka. I was like, fuck it, I'm the machine, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. We roll into the bar cart, and it's packed. And the second we walk in, oh my god, it's like being famous. Like everyone just stares and then doesn't make eye contact. And we're standing at the door, and Big Igor says to me, in Russian, he goes, machine, go behind the bar and grab bread. And I just real quick, I go, okay. And as I'm walking, I'm like, holy shit. I'm learning Russian. I know what he said. He said bread. And I grab it and I go, Igor, bread? And he's like, Chleb. And I'm like, Chleb! I'm learning Russian, Igor! He's like, good for you, machine. Can the machine find cheese? So I'm like, Steve, cheese! I got it! Give me another one! He's like, vodka? I was like, I already know that one. Give me another one. He's like, grab the money! And I'm like, what? He's like, grab the fucking money! And I realize we're robbing the bar cart. And I'm the one doing it, hooked on phonics style. I've got bread, cheese, your money, and vodka. I'm the machine. Do svidaniya. We walk out of the food cart, and one or two of my classmates see me, and they just go, you are in fucking trouble. Walk back to our first class cabin, and within literally 5 minutes, the head chaperone, who did not speak any Russian, mind you, she was a Puerto Rican chick from the Bronx. Her name was Val. I should probably shouldn't use her real name. It was Val. She opens the first class cabin door and goes, you are coming with me right fucking now. This is bullshit. This is fucking you. I'm tired of this shit. And Big Igor takes a sip of vodka, spits in her face, and goes, no one talks to the machine like that. I'm thinking two things. Number one, obviously he's never met a Puerto Rican chick. And number two, I don't want to be the machine anymore. He shuts the door in front of her and he goes, fucker, this is Russia. Don't worry, machine. When it gets dark, we have a good time. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck are we doing when it gets dark? He reaches into his pocket, pulls out a ring of keys, and goes, we're robbing the whole fucking train. And I would love to tell you that I was stood up and I was like, not me, I'm gonna go work on my verbs. Sometimes you just gotta fucking rob a train. It's like when you're in that deep, really? Fuck it. I was like, let's start with my class. So, we robbed the train. Now, because I can, I'm going to tell you a little more extra parts of the story. We go back to the cabin, we're fucking pissed drunk. We're so drunk, we listen to Will Smith's entire album like 3 times, right? I remember at one point I said to Igor, I feel drunk, I need to take a nap. He goes, oh, we have trick in Russia to wake up. Train's going 90 miles an hour, right? He grabs me by the waist and sticks my torso out the window. And I'm like, what's me? He's like, you awake? And I was like, yeah, wide awake. Pulling to Moscow at 6 in the morning, fucking pissed, drunk, door opens, same teacher, different top. She looks at me and she goes, real like a human being, she goes, I just want you to know, they've alerted the police. And have you ever had, like, do you know those moments of clarity where it's like, it's almost like your asshole tightens so quickly it whistles? Because I look out the window and there's a cop, and he's taking a statement from my whole class, who were in their pajamas, and mad because all their shit got stolen, and apparently they don't know snitches get stitches. And Igor goes, fuck her, fuck them, fuck the police, this is Russia, I run Russia, machine, I take care of us. And I'm like, no, you take care of you. Let me fucking run. He walks out with a cigarette in his hand, bottle of vodka, walks up to the cop, spins him around and starts yelling in his face, fuck you, in front of my whole class, fuck you, fuck them, fuck, we will fuck you in the ass. We will fuck your mother. I don't know if that's what he's saying, but it doesn't sound like he's like, do you like pizza? Because we make a really good thin crust pizza. The cop all of a sudden just turns and looks directly at me and just in Russian. I don't know how to say it, but this is what it sounds like. Pardon! Get! Like, get the fuck. It doesn't sound like, you're okay, stay there, don't worry about it. I walk off the train to my class, who's looking at me like, how could you have done this? And it's that walk, it's a come to Jesus walk. Where every step you can feel it. You're like, oh no, I'm going to jail. I'm going to spend my senior year in the gulag taking dicks for the mouth. I get 2 steps from the cop, and he just fucking closes the distance and grabs me by the arm tight as shit. Spins me away from my class, away from Igor, gets right in my face and goes, so I understand you're the machine. Tonight you party with us. So I went out with 2 cops and a plastic surgeon to a strip club. Second drunkest I've ever gotten. At the end of the night, we leave the strip club, and the cop throws me the cop keys. Piss drunk, I'm drunk, and he goes, you drive. I was like, I'm not going to drive a cop car drunk in Moscow. And he started giggling. He goes, why not? I have police. What's the worst that can happen? I was like, fuck it. I'm the machine. Let's do this shit. So, thank you guys for letting that story become a part